With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Inside handoff, Henry. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They hand this one to Gronk. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Steps away. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating, because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby picks up his second.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Max Crosby getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Joseph is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Mahomes will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ty Law. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Quickly to the air is Burrow. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, it's Tony. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson, 61 yards. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Open man is Andre Reed, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the carry, this is Scott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. 2 touchdown passes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Inside give to Dickerson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a...
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. Runs over him. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now,
and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Derrick Henry. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. First down throw, Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, 36 yards. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Boy, a costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First and 10, it's Patterson. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first and 10, Cunningham. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, here's Cunningham. Eluding under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cunningham looking to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On fourth down, Cunningham. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on first down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Evans, the man in motion left. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Gano's kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them, only giving up the 3 points in that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Allen, rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense.
Hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum.
Free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson. Was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. In on the tackle there, Ray Nitsky, and his heyday, it was before my day, it was before your day, but he was something else.
Look, I can still see that 6'6" on his jersey and him rattling running backs and getting after.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff to Henry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. Henry is in. Touchdown, Commanders. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Just beating the play clock. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Stafford here. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again is Stafford. On the move to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for it and was kicking coverages in his direction.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. On second down, a run with Patterson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. snap it to Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Patterson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford completing it to the right side. Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Play action. Stafford. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Max Crosby in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, on that one, they go to the play fake, City, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Stafford forced out to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Night Train Lane. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
6 yards left on second down. Stafford being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the